Hello, goodbye. Editing stream settings. All right. Let's see. I don't know if anyone watching the live stream would be able to hear this, but whatever. Let's see. It's gonna take a while. All right. First is just see how well this layout lends itself to what I'm going to be trying to do. Yeah, this should make like 90% of the hitbox. If I do this right, it should make like 90% of the hitboxes in this level significantly less jank. I hope. I don't know what 336 does. Okay, 373. Oh, hi, Cypher. So, yeah, I mean, this is actually a lot less brains and a lot more just... This is a lot less brains and a lot more just fiddling around with things endlessly. I spent way too long bug fixing this. I've spent way too long adding stuff to this level, bug fixing it, and it's become like a mess of spaghetti code. All of these triggers are basically just spaghetti code. That doesn't, that stays just 373. Group. 79, sure. 373, 375, 379. So what I'm basically doing here is, I noticed that most of the walls in this level that I made are aligned to the grid spaces. So I'm basically making it so that when you hit a wall, you get snapped to the grid space. Whether that works or not remains to be seen. So yeah. So I'm going to start off with just a few, just to test out the concept. Yeah, when I play test this, I'm probably going to intentionally fall down the left side of the map, because there's a lot of places where basically this whole idea would be tested. Also, I don't like this how this little thing is not aligned to the grid. Why the heck do I have something on the bottom there? It should be. Hopefully those are all of the right group, still the normal groups that I have for this. I wonder whether I even have the 2 Laurel pixel arts spawning in there anymore. Yeah. There's a very nice gradient. And then behind everything. Behind / in front of everything. Probably in front of, I can't remember which. Time to start editing collision block group IDs and crossing my fingers. one thing that's really annoying about Geometry Dash is that annoying thing about Geometry Dash is that you can't change the block idea of multiple collision blocks at once, which is so annoying. I just want to set all of these to 24. But no. So I have to manually move in. I have to either manually assign each of them or manually copy in a whole bunch of new blocks. Cypher, I'm curious to. I gotta ask, is there anything particular about Falling Maze that you find impressive? Because it's a minigame that I would say I probably don't know that much about. Also, I just saw your message that says, wow, that's inconvenient, what? So hopefully that gives you an idea of how much latency this stream has. So yeah. I'm probably seeing your messages more or less instantly, but you're probably not hearing me respond to them for several seconds. Anyway, onward. To make this now needs to be 24, and let's see, collisions for block 2. Block 2 spawns 314. Ah, okay, yeah. Falling Maze, Falling Maze, I would say, just happens to be the kind of minigame that can be made extremely cleanly. It probably isn't that complex in terms of the coding. Actually, I can't remember. Can you ride along a vertical wall in Falling Maze? Or are there even any vertical walls that don't have spikes on them? I can't even remember. Anyway. This now spawns 314. This spawns 313. 59 on Bloodbath is perfectly good by me. I have something like 17. Yeah, but Falling Maze, you basically, the only interactions I guess that you're having are, you have your player, and you have stuff that the player can die to. And if vertical walls can be bumped into without dying, then I guess you would need some extra code to deal with that. But that's definitely that's not particularly complicated either. This is probably a really premature assessment, but other than the moving object stuff, which I get, but I guess in theory you could do Falling Maze with only 3 collision block IDs. One for the player, no, not 3, 4. One for the player, one for a wall on the left, one for a wall on the right, and one for obstacles that kill the player. And that would be it. So these triggers that I put in basically what they should be doing is, at least in theory, they should make collision block 24 act the exact same as collision block 2. However, I'm also going to add one more thing to collision block 24 that will force align it with the left side. Will force align it with the grid space. So 373 is what I need. So I'm going to move 323 to 373. X only just in case. I have no idea whether these are spawn triggered, because they need to be. And then this will be 372. Hi, Dan. Dan is a good friend of mine from college. Okay, that's trigger on edge 6, so that only needed on this one. Okay. So now we copy these, move it up on the grid space, build helper. And I'll stick 323 would move to second block up here, which is 375. And let's see. This is 372. Also needs to be 3. Oh, wait. Need to check one thing first. I think I'm gonna just do left walls for now. So next one, left walls I'm gonna do are ones that are along here. So this needs to be collision block. I need 25, 25, 25, all on here. And oh, also I have there's a pretty noisy fan that is on right now. I hope there isn't too much, like, I guess, white noise in the background of this stream, because there could be quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot of blocks here, so editing the blocks is going to take me a while, which is kind of what I was afraid of. I'm going to be only doing the left walls, at least for the moment, because I'm hoping that a lot of the space things, one thing that I'm really concerned about is the one space corridors, because, so for example, this right here is a one-space corridor that you can fall through. It's this one, and one bug that I was running into a lot before was that when trying to fall down a gap like this, or jump up through a gap like that, the player would get stuck on one of the floors or ceilings right around there, and had to space things out a good couple of, a little bit more than it might look like. So yeah, that's gonna be a whole lot of fun if this ends up ruining that all over again. See, that's one thing I really have my fingers crossed about. 5. That is not, needs to be 25. That needs to be 25. I need to get this 384. That's not 384. Into this. $86. Okay. So now 24 and 25 blocks should have the same effect as a regular block of ID2, with the added effect that the player also gets moved to exactly the grid space right next to them. And I'm going to keep it at that for now. I want to see how this works. Get ready for a ton of lag. And I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm stuck on. I wonder what I'm stuck on. I don't remember whether the hitbox objects are being moved. They are. Okay. Does group 5 move with the player? Can't remember. That locks to player X. 5 following 15. Oh, yes. 5 is following 15. So one thing I'm going to just do really quick is, no, I'm just, not all of them. I'm going to take a few collision blocks here. Stick, that's on layer 5. I don't even want that on layer 5. But whatever, I'm taking those off of group 4 so that they will be visible. And I'm going to put them on a different layer. That should be on like layer 3. Is that being on layer 4 can cause problems? If it's on layer 2, I mean the only thing around is these. And I can deal with those. Those aren't very many objects. So now we're gonna go back into here, and we're gonna see what the heck is making us stop moving. I would like to. We are just stuck. There's literally nothing there. We're just not moving. Huh. So this is. Oh, hi, Cube Mom. Good to see you. I'm wondering just why I'm stuck there. Okay, that time it hit the. Okay, if I hit the wall, we're good. And we're stuck again. I don't understand this. I think it's just a lag issue. Which on the one hand is okay, on the other hand it absolutely sucks. I probably have a spawn loop somewhere that's getting broken. What spawn loops do I even have? Oh. It's breaking this spawn loop. What? view. 349. They're moving every 0.1. Okay. Toggling that off. What is this? It's touch trigger. What the heck? What's even moving? It's 3335. Okay, that's that. So, yeah, we can delete this. That's for the straight controls, and this is for the gradual controls. And this is for the animations. Okay. I'm gonna have to make this a collision loop instead of a spawn loop. So, yeah, no wonder the level was breaking before. This spawn loop is probably the single falling object head hitter jumps. Oh yeah. The key to that one is for, I guess, I'm gonna go in this view. When you're jumping off of this platform, you want to jump early. So you hit this one as far to the left as possible, which gives you as much time on this one as possible. That way, when you jump late, you can gain more airtime before you hit the head, and therefore land on the next platform more easily. It's definitely not an easy jump. I probably shouldn't have put it so early on into the level. Hello, Rev.
Hi, new here. I'm ROC.
But yeah, I think I actually nerfed that jump slightly because these two platforms used to be slightly farther to the right, and I moved them a bit to the left, so that'll make it more likely that you... Yeah, unfortunately I've not seen any streams from you, Mom. I probably should try to put on the notification things. Hopefully I can actually catch you sometime. I'm honestly not very good at catching streams, though. I'm usually free in the evenings, but I'm not. Oh, come on! You were streaming like 5 minutes ago? I was at the store and then taking a walk, so. I mean, yeah, I have Discord. I'm on audio server somewhere. What, the SoundCloud? Yeah, the SoundCloud. I wonder what my... nickname is in that. It should be just Order Out of Chaos. Yeah, hopefully you can find me there. Anyway. Back to this. So it looks like the block ID change is working fine. It's probably not going to be, it doesn't look like it's introduced any new bugs yet, which is good. I'm gonna take this. Oops. I'm gonna take this and Viper and plus paste it Um, there, so actually the pixel arts are the main decoration for this thing, at least on the side areas, which would otherwise be kind of black and blank. We have a happy little "oh Norn" for any Australians who decide to play this level. We have a Mario down there. We have another Mario. We have some beautiful Juzz Smugs over here. And then Carl himself. Oh, autocorrect, of course. But yeah, here we have all of the laurels that are used in the level, which I shamelessly copied from Carl's Toilet by Jez Cook. And yeah, these are the fire-breathing laurels are in there somewhere. That one probably just not spawning in properly. They're not the most necessary thing here. I wonder how close I am. Okay. I'm under the 40k object count. The coin thing, it's not impossible. I've done it many times. It's super buggy though. The short challenges over here, it's not supposed to be impossible. It's supposed to be moderately difficult, but I cannot bug fix that for the life of me. The problem is basically that the player's hitbox and the problem is basically that the hitbox, the player's actual hitbox in the game, and the hitbox that I'm using for collision detection with all of the obstacles and walls and things, they don't actually quite line up. They're supposed to line up, but the farther you go into the level, the more likely it becomes that they've started misaligning a little. So if it's if you've taken like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to get through the main section, then by the time you get to the coin challenge part over here, you could be dealing with some seriously buggy hitboxes, and the buggier the hitboxes are, the harder this part gets. Honestly, I only ever go for them if I've completed the main route in like under a minute and a half. Which honestly I can usually do. Unless I get myself soft locked, I can get to the top in like my best time is probably like 40-45 seconds. I've dabbled in trying to make a task for this. I'm guessing that the best possible time is like 30 seconds, but I don't know for sure. Also, making a task for this has turned out to be really painstaking and frustrating and super buggy because the game behaves differently depending on how much lag there is, depending on whether I'm playing in the editor or I had to start from the beginning every time. I didn't really have any way to start from a checkpoint or anything, so I kind of gave up on it. Yeah, if you don't actually fall down, there's maybe 40 seconds worth of gameplay. But yeah, if it takes you almost the entire time, there is no way you are getting those coins. By that time, the hitboxes are going to be super messed up. The jumps are going to be janky as heck. Yeah, don't even bother with the coins. Let's see, what do I have here for... kicking this off? That is, apparently. Is this 18 or 20? Huh? What is this? Oh, right, that's this stuff down here. So what even is kicking that off? You know what? It doesn't matter because that part of the code seems to work. So for the render hitbox mode that I have, it's literally just take stuff off of the invisible group. That's it. If you make a copyable, I don't even remember what the level is copyable. If you have Mega Hack, you can probably force copy, but then you can just let's see. These are on layer 1, so I could just go through here and see. And then just yeah, I could go through here and just turn all of the hitboxes on they're on group 4, which is invisible, so I can just take them off group 4 and call that a day. Also, you should not be a dynamic block. Move you up a space. I probably should nerf the spikes hitboxes a little because as is they are a little bigger than the in-game hitboxes. But on the other hand, I don't really care that much. I do have some measures that try to correct the hitboxes if they wander too far, but I can only do so much. Yeah. The measures that I have are basically, I have a bunch of keys over here, and if you collect a key, that I have the levels go, oh, I'm too far. My hitbox is too far to whichever side, and then it nudges it back the other way a little bit. But you can only use each key once, which is really annoying. I can't make them multi-activate or anything. So yeah, each of them just looks like this, and that'll activate one of these, which will nudge the hitboxes to the left or to the right a little bit and hopefully help to realign them. But yeah, there's only so many keys that I've got, and there's only so many places that I can reasonably put the keys in. I could probably put more in, but I don't really want to. Probably should put more in. I have to think quite a bit about where you're going to be bonking into the wall. So that's probably a place you're going to be bonking into the wall. I should probably put some Future Funk is difficult, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the hitboxes are actually not that much bigger than the ones that you would expect for an in-game, and the jumps are kind of janky, they're kind of difficult. They're not overwhelmingly difficult. It's whatever you were experiencing with those jumps, they're not as hard as you would think. My hardest is Acropolis, unless you consider Phases by Insidious to be harder than that, which you probably don't. And I'm gonna have a couple more copies of that key. I wonder what those might just be on the same microgrid space, so I'm gonna put one in here. I just don't remember where the places that you might reasonably fall down. It's gonna have to cover it for now. Yeah, I can always just put in more keys, but at the end of the day, the problem is just that the game sucks. It's honestly just a style choice. I don't remember what difficulty Future Funk is, but I haven't even tried it. My consistency is not very good, so I find XL levels to be very difficult. I find the XL levels to be especially difficult, and I'm pretty sure Future Funk is pretty darn low. So when I wanted to complete an Insane Demon, I had to either it had to either be a minigame or short. So Phases by Insidious is a minigame, so that was fine for me. Once I learned how to control it, it didn't take me too long to beat. And then Acropolis, it did take me a while. But it's also timing based. There's very little straight fly or difficult wave sections, which is really good for me as a 60 Hz player. No, I want the coins to be optional and a sort of bonus after the level. This is supposed to be like just packed full of references to Carl Sagan 42 and all his a few of his friends, mostly Juz, Cook, and Defender and Geek. So I really like the way I have it right now. So I don't really want to change it. Acropolis is an insane demon, and I don't know whether it's an easier or mid-range insane demon, but it's not a high-end insane. I've only beaten 3 insane demons ever. I've beaten a couple of levels that were at one point considered insane demons, but they've since been demoted to hard demons. So yeah, 3 insane demons to my game, and I don't think any of those are going anywhere. The third one is Windy Landscape, which I beat only yesterday. So yeah, I'm not that good at the game. Where the heck was I? I need a collision loop. Build helper. And 17 collide with 20. 17 collide with 19. Cool. Yeah. I'd be surprised if Acropolis was considered an extreme demon. As far as difficult levels go, I would say Acropolis is a relatively friendly one. It's by no means easy. That doesn't mean it's any easier. It just means it's friendly, I guess, because the hardest sections are at the beginning, and the difficulty kind of tapers off and goes down a little as you go through the level. So, I'm probably not going to try to rebeat Acropolis because the first ship part is extremely difficult for me. I find that extremely difficult, and it was by far the biggest choke point in the level. But after the first 25%, it starts getting significantly easier. And when I started actually grinding it, the last third is far easier than the rest of the levels. So I got that very quickly. I got 50 to 100 not too long after. 40 to 100 was a bit harder. 33 to 100, I think. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I think it took me like 2,500 to 3,000 attempts. Not the highest attempt count I've ever had on a level, but still pretty. It's a lot more than I usually put into a level. Yeah, the first chip. I mean, it's not just that it's not even just straight fly. It's like kind of diagonal, and it's just tighter than anything else in the level. But yeah, the main reason I was able to beat Acropolis at all was because the hardest chip part was in the beginning. And once I got past 25%, which did not happen often at all, then I actually had, that was already enough to give me a 1 in 3 chance of beating the entire rest of the level by the end of it. So I didn't have very many fails after like 25 or 30%. Okay, so oh yes, I remember how I did that part. So I need to take that off. This is 2017, so let's see. Whatever group this is, 349. Yeah, I need to do this new group. 87, perfect. So 104 and 10. Or 20 and 0.08. Same difference. Yeah. I'm gonna be speed building later. This is probably gonna be a longer stream. But, I mean, hey, I'm speed bug fixing. It's kind of the same thing, right? Right? Maybe? Anyway. Then I can put this in here, get rid of those, and have this as group 385 and 388 instead. And that, once I spawn it in, start off by spawning 385. I'm going to turn off this background music or switch to something else soon. I'm not really speed building this, I'm more like speed bug fixing. This is a minigame that I've made a while back that, for whatever reason, for various reasons, I'm not 100% satisfied with. I've been throwing some bug fixing at it. But I think I'm going to, after I put all this back into the invisible group, I don't have to stare at it every time I play the level. I'm going to call that it for now, group mount call. What do I want to look for? a little too narrow. I had something else that I wanted to do with an older level. I couldn't remember. Ah, yes. I want to quickly go in here, and there are some small nerfs that I want to put in. This, or the... I can play through Mount Carl in a moment if you want, sure. I'm just going to quickly do some small quality of life changes in this level. Is that even on? So you can get rid of a couple of size portals there, simplify the gameplay a little. And I'm going to take that out. That spike I'm going to take out entirely. This spike I'm going to move there. And move this one a whole bunch to the left. Now. It's supposed to be a bit of it's supposed to be a troll level where it looks readable, but no, it's not. I'll stick. You can request Drifty Melody, but I'm probably not going to play it on stream just now. So that's 247, so I'm going to do earlier. So 244, okay, so these two are gone. Even earlier. Yeah, hopefully that works. So I just decreased the number of spikes around here. But I still want to have some sort of control in this wave section, other than the anti-soft lock. So I'm going to put I'm going to put a spike here that looks like it's trying to be sneaky and sneak up on you, but it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, stink. I didn't actually... Speaking of spikes. Oh, okay. That's already linked. Never mind. We're good. 245. So 245 is going to try to be sneaky. And so you can probably go like 5 up. And it's going to look like it might be which spikes? So these spikes, they start out. The point of those spikes is to be as obvious looking as possible. I want all of the non-troll gameplay to be as easy and readable as possible, so that this level is beginner friendly, quote unquote. So let's see. So I think that wave part might have been the biggest problem. Is there anything here that needs... Probably not. I could move all of this over to the right a tad. I think I will, because that might be a little on the tight side otherwise. Just a little on the tight side. I don't know whether I've actually moved the hitboxes though. You have hitbox? Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough. I'm gonna also just select over here just to make sure. Oh, there's a hitbox, but I haven't moved. Okay, so hopefully this jump right here is gonna be... Okay, sure, let me play a Nintendo Yacht song. One moment. Let's see.
You don't even know you're deprived.
I do not want an ad. No, thank you. Give me a moment. Leave this video. I can't really leave this video. Yes, I know this isn't... Yes, I know this isn't an actual Nintendo song. It's super diagonal. I had to. Oh, okay, that's probably just normal. Yeah, whatever. Got some slight misaligned pixels there, which I don't like, but I can't do anything about because this game is suck. So I have no idea what the ad was trying to say, and it doesn't matter. It's an ad. So if you, I don't know what part of this level you might be stuck on, but if it's right around here, then do not touch the downward facing slope. For some stupid reason, if you are in wave mode and you touch a downward facing slope with D blocks on it, you will be stuck. You cannot leave it. So you have to hug the upper slope. I tried to make that clear in the level, but I'm not sure I was able to. Other than that, basically just when you get all the way to over here, go up through the place where the heavens open for you, and you reach checkpoint 1, which is okay. Yeah, you reach checkpoint. You reach a checkpoint. Basically, you have to go into practice mode if you're not already. If you're already in practice mode, you can just exit out of it and re-enter it. It'll kick you back to the start of the level, and then you need to stick a checkpoint on this little potion thingy here, and then go and die in this wave part. Go and die to the first spike into this wave part. It doesn't actually matter that much where you die. You just have to die after this. Oh, you're so dumb. Is that really the case? Because that's exactly how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to feel super dumb when you figure out the very obvious solution to this level. Anyway, that will probably be it for this one. I'll probably verify and upload it later. I might change the difficulty of one or two other things, but that wave section was probably the biggest culprit. Anyway, I wonder where super buffed Mount Carl is. Oh, there it is. Oh wait, so Geotacon, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I'm gonna play Mount Carl through now. And play with no laurels. Oh, stink, it's slow. It's stuck again? So much for the collision loop. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. Ah, that is you. I see. Look, I have downloaded your level. I will play it off stream. This is not a level request stream, so I will not play it on the stream. Where is... Yeah. Such a nice level. I don't have the song downloaded, do I? The keys are visible, which, whatever. The jumps in this one are harder. They're harder. They're not horrible. It's probably going to be... What did I do? I probably put some debug stuff into this level, but yeah. Yeah, the stuck is definitely a lag issue. With this one, it doesn't actually... Ooh, I made the first jump. Oh, come on, hit the orb. But yeah, it's a pretty difficult... Starts off with a pretty difficult slope jump right there, and doesn't get any easier from there. This is the first section. Let's see. There's a lot of nasty stuff in this level. The first section is going to be same sort of getting over it style stuff. It's going to incorporate a lot of tricks that I kind of just theory crafted as I built the original level. Probably going to revamp the decoration style because this, first of all, because this uses a super old version. Oh, the decorated area just stops there. Okay. But yeah, the whole layout is in here. It's trash. You don't want to play it. What did I just do? I just moved the window around by accident. And then after you do that, that's not actually my computer fan. That is a carpet fan that is going on because they had some water issues earlier today. And there's a big loud carpet fan going on, which means I probably should actually put on some background music again. Anything for diagonal, Mario? If this goes. Not really. Took me a while to even figure out what song that was. I just can't really think of what whatever, I'm just gonna go away. Just put this one on again. Hello, E. Okay, I'll see if I can find that. Search somewhere else, but no, you're just gonna hear more abstract map. Anyway, for the super buffed Mount Carl, once you climb up the mountain, you're gonna have to climb down the mountain, and it's gonna be an area just littered with jump pads and all kinds of certified fun times. I've got a layout for what the not super buffed version would look like, written on paper somewhere, but I haven't really done much with that. The third, so that would be the second section, climbing down the mountain. Third section, there would be a puzzle to figure out how that one would work. So I'm going to, I'm not going to spoil that one. I think the fourth section would be themed after Phases by Insidious. One thing I noticed with Phases is that there was a lot of interesting tech that I thought I could make. So I'm gonna try to make that. That's probably gonna be the most fun section of this whole level. It would probably be kind of long, but I think it would still be worth it. Because I honestly loved playing Phases. Might go back to it sometime for a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have all kinds of really. Honestly, I think it would be really cool to have some very technical gameplay for phases. Because I just feel like some things that were a little bit unexplored. Then after the phases section, we come to this. This is your unnerved ship stink. Just riddled with disgusting clip fly, stupid mechanics, and controls that feel ever so slightly wrong. And then after that, there'd be a happy little checkpoint and key maze. I might have to cut this section because I wanted to make it a puzzle, but I'm not really that satisfied with how puzzly it ended up being. Hi, puns. And Robotrons. And then after that, once you get through the checkpoint and key maze or the ship stink, whichever I end up making being the ultimate section. Once you get through all that, you are treated to a twice of the original. So you get sent back. It looks like you got sent back to this, but it's really a slightly altered version, which will throw all of your previous memory off, and you will have a certified fun time trying to reach the top, only to find that the actual solution is somewhere like halfway up or whatever. The checkpoints, the way that these checkpoints would work, is that all of the spikes would be replaced. None of the spikes are actually real, and when you hit them, a collision block detection would trigger, and you would get sent back to the last checkpoint. Well, actually, that's not quite true. You would get sent back to the checkpoint before the last one you collected. That might turn out to be difficult to implement, so I might end up cutting this section. But yeah, that's kind of what my plans for the happy little, absolutely not happy at all level. One kind of funny thing about that is that I almost want to make 3 different versions of it. One of which would be the original, which would be the hardest version, and then I would have an actual nice level, which would be an actually benevolent version of it. So like if you're trying to climb the mountain and you fall down, there would be like each time you reach a new height in the mountain, there would be some sort of floor or wall that would prevent you from falling too far. So it would be kind of like you would keep hitting checkpoints on your way up. That would kind of save your progress. Not really like helping hand. If you die in the level or run out of time, you have to go back to the beginning. But it would take off a lot of the frustration of falling down to the beginning and having to lose progress like that. And also it would be significantly less difficult. Most of the setup in that version, and yeah, a lot of things would be nerfed or otherwise made a lot more convenient or much better quality of life in that one. And then a third version, which would be with the setups nerfed even a little bit more, but instead of making the quality of life better, I'd make the quality of life worse, because I just gotta put a little bit of evil. No, the checkpoints things in the Super Buff Mount Carl, they won't actually, that doesn't actually use any bug. It just, when you hit a spike, instead of killing the player with a real spike, it has a fake spike with a I guess, collision detector inside of it that I have instead programmed to move the entire level over so that it essentially places you back at the previous checkpoint. So it basically moves the entire level with that checkpoint. It moves the checkpoint to you instead of moving you back to the previous checkpoint. It moves the checkpoint to you when you hit a spike. And yeah, you continue on with the attempt as normal, which unfortunately means that the clock is ticking, so be sure not to take too much time in there. Anyway, onward to the actual speed building part. So yeah, there would be probably the hardest part of that level would be the timer, because you would have 10 minutes. The level would be 10 minutes in length. You'd have to basically, you'd have 10 minutes to complete the level, and there'd probably be about 9 minutes worth of gameplay, give or take. So you'd have only about 1 minute leeway. You want me to build the 3D face level again? Oh, jeez. I wanted to build walking on air. No, I'm gonna build walking on air. Sorry. Let's see. So, first things first. No, I'm gonna finish fleshing out these platforms before I move them onto the circle. The question is, how do I finish fleshing them out? Turn down the volume on the abstract map. Abstract map, also known as Torchka's Can You Feel, also known as Vapor Meat. It's a long story. So this level's whole quirk would be, this particular level that I'm on right now, the whole quirk is going to be, well, it's going to have actually going to have a couple of quirks, but the main one is that all of your platforms are going to be, oops, actually, let me put this on group 2 to make touch trigger invisible, because otherwise it blocks stuff. Did I just hit, what is with this laptop? I did not hit the control key by any measure. I swear, every computer I have, the inputs get more and more jank. I'm probably just smashing my hand into the spacebar way too hard. Work on being more gentle. Anyway, group 2. There we go. So yeah, you'd be, all of the platforms would kind of be rotating at you instead of moving at you in a straight line like in most levels. It's kind of like the planet sort of thing, but the planet's probably bigger in this one than in most things. And in the drop section, I kind of wanted to make it feel like you're jumping from one platform to the next, walking, I guess, high in the air. And then, I guess a big quirk that this level would have is that most of the portals will be invisible. So to show you what that would look like, I wanted to keep this one as readable as possible, but have as many portals as invisible. Oh, stink, I made a mistake. I think there's a platform that's still in Route 15 or something. It's gotta be the case. Problem, right? Yeah, that is the problem. No Group 15 for you. Yeah, a bit like the Planet mod, except without the growing and shrinking. That's not actually supposed to be a spiral background. It's supposed to be two, I guess, two halves of the screen that kind of slice against each other to the music. I haven't actually done any of that yet, so that's another thing that's kind of for later. So I'm gonna quick do one thing that I know I want to do right now, and that is I want to realize that I wanted to go into settings and change the graphics to high, because high graphics is probably better for building, but I prefer medium graphics for actually playing things. Yeah, let's see, we want a glow pieces. What colors do we have? We have color 16. It's probably still white blending, right? Right? Maybe. And this one needs to be 15. T2 or something. I don't want to make it small. Yeah, color 16. Really. No brightness. I don't even know what color that's going to look. It's going to be practically invisible. That's what it's going to be. Okay then. Yo, wait, what? Okay, that's what the heck? I didn't know this was possible, but the concurrent viewers count just hit a negative number. It thought that for a minute I had -1 viewers. Inix, that's a new one on me. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Can you even see that? I wanted to give it a slightly orange tinge. Can't even see it. I'm gonna give it color 1. No, I want a lower opacity. I want lower opacity, but I also want blending, but I also don't want it to be lighter. Well, you know what that means. Next free opacity like 10. Okay, that does absolutely nothing. That would be terrible. Oh my gosh. That gives it kind of orangey hue. It's okay. I don't want that one. I want this one. So yeah, I'm just gonna see whether getting an orange sort of tinged to all of these platforms looks any good. Orange tint. Look at that sunset color. Actually, if I'm gonna do that, why not? Should I make the entire background color gold? Or do I... No, I put a golden colored glow up. Make a guess. I did. I'm going to put these back on T1 instead of T2 because I just realized they are appearing in front of the stuff that I want on top. So, yeah, level request streams tend to get quite a bit more views than, say, building streams. Put these on T3. T3 and -7. I want to put these on T3 and -7. I don't even know. Sad creating, oh dear. I know what I want this to look like, but I don't really know how to make it look like that. Same conundrum I find in like 90% of the levels I create. We'll start off by well, I know what I have an idea, and we'll take that idea and roll with it, I guess. I don't really know how to describe what I want it to look like, even. I wonder whether that's... I can figure this part. We want a yellow one, and we want... orange one. Actually, I think that to have an actual orange tinge. So, color 18 it is. Since that's 2. 10 is 1.5. I see it. Oh, right. Brightness too low. Wait, really? Why is that actually look yellow? Whatever. And anyway, we now take those, copy paste. Oh no, wait. Take them, copy paste, select this. What are you? How many of you are this are there? 1, 2, okay, only 4. How many are you here? Also 4. Strange. Anyway, what I wanted to do was take these glow things and make a bunch of copies of them. And take those copies and I want a new layer. Yeah. Spread them out all over this thing so we get a nice glowish effect. And I'm going to quickly actually going to select all of the ones that are the orangey color that are not blending, because I'm not 100% sure about their color, so I'm going to put them on a different layer as well. But I'm going to copy paste both. I mean, I basically just want it to look like the sky. So right now, so this big blue thing is going to be basically the ground that all of the platforms and things are and decoration is anchored to. And it's going to rotate, which is going to be the entire screen transition. And so I am one thing that I had just done was I just took all of the platforms and I gave them an orangish glow around them. And I just realized that orangish glow is not going to go all that well with the blue sky behind it without some sort of justification. Because an orange glow, I kind of want it to be sky, but I also kind of want it to be sunset. So I want, for that to actually make sense, I need to take this whole thing and I have to give it a sort of sunsetty glow. And to do that, I can just give it a yellow, whitish, and then yellowish, and then orangish glow. Once you get close to the ground. And so what I'm doing right now is putting in that whitish, and then yellowish, then orangish glow. And with any luck, I'm going to do another layer. 16 or such. Let's give it a nice hopefully that isn't so close to the bottom that it doesn't mess up the rotation at all. And then I'm going to do this whole thing and then repeat it on this other one, but do it on the inside. Actually, I can just take these. I can take this one already and plonk it down where I know it's going to need to go, so why not just get that over with? I think, is that the right place? Yes, that is the right place. Okay, that's centered. Great. Probably not the right ones. Okay. Now we play the copy, paste, rotate, rinse, repeat game. It's gonna kind of stink because I have to zoom in so far out in order to see everything. 3 degrees. I'm going to put I'm going to put everything that's visible. All the stuff with hitboxes will not rotate. Those will be left where they are now. But everything on the circle everything that doesn't actually have a hitbox, I will put on the circle. And all of that stuff will be very... I can't tell whether I rotated that the same amount both times. Great. Try again. Copy, paste. 3 degrees about right. Yeah, I know all about. I know about stuff with hitboxes not being able to rotate. So I'm not going to try. I'm not going to even try. Yeah, the layout with the hitboxes will stay still, which should solve all problems. Objects and stuff. Okay. So I can take this. I did 3 copies of it. 3. I can't tell how many degrees that was. 3 degrees. Alright. And then the last copy paste fills in the gap. And we can eyeball that one. Oh, we got it right already. So now there's a honestly pretty bright glow around it, which I might end up damping down. But yeah, that's a good start. That's a pretty good start. And so yeah, that should give off a sunset-ish sort of feel. And for this one, I'm going to try I noticed that the other ones were kind of bright, so I'm going to damp this one down just a little. No, yeah, it's the opacity that I need to worry about. I'm going to put this at like third opacity. That and change the brightnesses on these. Just taking it down by about 20%. Hopefully this ends up looking good. So, 70 degrees. That's 2 degrees. That's 3 degrees. That looks a little blocky. That's a little that's a little washed out. We need to make it dimmer. We can make it dimmer. Here, that's the underwater theme from Mario. You're welcome. right? Wait. These ones have a little bit too much in them. And so I'm going to have to snip that off. Oh no. This could be bad. I copied the wrong thing. Yes, Geek's Shackle. So what I accidentally did was I forgot to put some objects in a big copy and paste ring, so I had to kind of do it. I also wasn't 100% sure that it was consistent with all of the copying that I've done. Hmm. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep trying to zoom out, then realizing I can't, because I'm already zoomed out all the way. Okay. Still kind of bright. Probably too bright. I think that looks alright. I think this is a good design, so I'm gonna take it and move it all the way to the other side. Try to make them roughly aligned. But not precisely. This is gonna be probably cartoonish, honestly. Doing a realistic look is probably going to be too much work for a Geometry Dash level. Yeah, that's not too bad. It'll do for a start. Let's give it a playthrough. The dashboard there is fake. It's to make you hold into the pad so that you get that sweet super jump. I forgot about the spikes. That's embarrassing. I forgot to assign groups to that whole glow area. Everything beyond here should not be group 15. Same with these. Don't know what that is. It can go away. $16. Add group. Great. Did I get these? Yes. I am going to have to drop in not too long. But I think I've made a good small amount of progress today. Probably take this, rotate it around, fit a little better. If you do another stream like right now, I probably won't be able to watch it for very long, honestly. It's getting a little bit late for me, so I need to be at work early tomorrow, as usual. Okay, I need to. Is Memorial Day tomorrow or a week from tomorrow? No, it's a week from tomorrow. Yeah, my long weekend is next week. But yeah. Well, good for you then. Hope you enjoy your long weekend. Hey, why is all this glow on B2? This glow should be on T1. Or maybe T2, I don't know which. Okay, how did I manage to forget some of them? I'll have to do the circle on the left, the glow for that again. I'll probably have to do it anyway, so whatever. This can go in T1. Actually, it's blending, so can you go in T2? No, it's not blending, so it has to go in T1. Wow, that's pretty bright. Just on the left. Let's see about this one. We're gonna have to make color 17 a little darker and a little higher opacity. No, 0.30. Yeah, it's starting to become visible. We need it a little bit more. Still kind of hard to see. I'm also going to make these slightly off. make it even darker. It's still not. Just gonna make it slightly bluish. It's only really visible in the areas with less bright blending. That's all. That ought to do it. That's probably kind of the look I was going for. Might actually be a bit too much now. Make it just a tad. Less dark. And yeah, hopefully this gives, I mean, the glow is to give it kind of an evening sort of feel, either early morning or early morning or evening feel. So either around sunrise or around sunset. So that way the sky isn't like a straight blue. First of all, it keeps the sky from being a straight blue. Second of all, it justifies having a kind of orangish or reddish tinge on the platforms, which I might actually be able to take off and just let this glow carry it. Oh, the ring is actually a placeholder color. The ring itself could end up being black, gray, green. It could be like, I might end up taking the ring out entirely, and just making it a kind of like a fade to clouds. Actually, that's what I'm most likely going to do. The ring is probably not going to stay blue. That's still a placeholder. A lot of the things in this level are just placeholder colors. Placeholder colors and placeholder designs. Placeholder designs to a lesser extent, but still. I'm probably not going to keep these platforms as a dark gray. Not so sure about the color for this background. Yeah, the dark gray there I might keep for this section, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's still pretty early stages of design/decorating for this level, so there's just a lot of things that could go several different ways. It's getting to 9:30 now, so I mean, if you wanted the why aren't they rated? Well, Rub overthinks it. It is a pretty confusing level, honestly. Yanni, who the heck are you? Sorry, but I don't really know you. I'm not sure I really know you, unless you're Vesuvius somehow. But then I would already have you added. No, I don't really know you, so I don't really see much reason to add you. Rubber overthinks it isn't rated because it's just too confused. It's probably just too confusing. It's been sent only once, so there's a good chance Robotop hasn't even seen it. Impossibility I could see getting a star rate, not a feature though. It got placed in the demon. It got into the demon system at some point, but it's been a while since then, and it still hasn't been rated, so probably not at this point. It has been sent though, but not rated. Baba is Suck. I don't know why that one hasn't been rated. It's been sent numerous times. It's now my most downloaded level, and it's probably on track to becoming my most liked level in not too long. It might get rated, it might not. At this point, I feel like it's gotten enough attention already, so it's kind of alright if it doesn't get rated. Other than that, I don't really think I have anything rate-worthy that's been uploaded. Yeah, I think I'll end on that note. By the way, I actually ripped that washing machine design and threw it in this. Jeez, where is? Do I have? Banana peel hallway. Here you are. I took that washing machine design and I threw it in here, ripped it directly from money laundering, and here it is again. And instead of the money being laundered, well, if you try to interact with the washing machine, you get into the washing machine, you start spinning. That's about it. I might make that one of the conditions that grants you a win on the level, but I don't really know what the goal for this level would be. It could just be, if you walk all the way to the right of the level, you win. If you get into the washing machine, you win. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I haven't programmed it. I haven't programmed it in yet. So I literally don't have the animation set up for getting in the washing machine. It's not going to be your icon spinning. It's going to be the little character from. It's going to be the little character that I'm using as, I guess, the player. It's going to be, yeah, this guy. I've got various animations for over here. So, yeah, when you interact with the washing machine, he climbs into the washing machine starts, it spins. I don't even know if I'm going to make there be a way out of the washing machine. That could just be like the end of the level. You get into the washing machine, and then after like 10 seconds, the screen fades to black and it says GG. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with a lot of things. Worst. Uh-oh, suddenly helped 6 times. What has happened? Why? Do you need help with something? What do you need help with? I do kind of want to end the stream here. It's been well over 2 hours. Oh, if you wanted the level ID for money laundering, It's this one, 77516902. This is what order out of chaos does in free time. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, my icon choices were basically I messed around with various different icons icons, ships, UFOs, etc. Until I found ones that I guess felt like I performed best with them, and that just happened to be the one that worked for me. Yeah, I think I will call it quits here. I kind of out of steam now, and yeah, I need to get up and go to work in the morning tomorrow, pretty early. So, yeah, see you all probably next weekend, depending on how things go. Hopefully, I'll be def- um, I would say almost definitely at least one day next weekend, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, maybe 2 of those days. Probably not all 3. But until then, yeah, see you next time. And take care.